Hi, I'm Joy. Welcome to today's reading. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. That's okay. We're just going to pick it up and keep it rolling. Yesterday was pretty busy, and I actually ended up coming home early from doing the personal shopping that I do to just get a good night's sleep. So back at it today. Today's reading is going to be a little bit different. I have some channeled messages that I have written on Post-its over time, and today I grabbed a fresh stack. Some new cards want to come out just intuitively. So as I was doing my meditation, I cleansed the energy in the room. Take a deep breath with me now. And exhale fully, drawing your navel towards your spine. Allowing yourself to settle into this moment. Holy Spirit, we call on you to guide my words and my channeled message today for the collective. Only beings of light and angels of light and the Holy Spirit, please bring through messages for the highest and greatest good of all. Any devil energy that is present, be gone and cast you out. You are not allowed to interfere with this reading. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for coming through. So I'm just going to write down and call out what I'm hearing. Not literally hearing, just a clairaudient sound. So the first one is silence. If I feel called to speak on each card, I will as it comes up. Otherwise, I'm just going to channel through what I'm hearing, and then we can draw some tarot to get clarification or confirmation on these cards. But the first one that was coming through really strong when I started my meditation right before I pushed record was silence. It feels like Spirit is asking you to pause and sit in silence. You're going to get the clarity that you seek when you sit in silence. Fortitude. Interesting. Okay, fortitude. I don't know the Webster definition, but fortitude is, it's a virtue, right? It's character, having good character. Oh man, do I have a dictionary here? Let me go grab my Webster dictionary because I'm actually curious what their definition of it is. But my understanding of fortitude is resiliency and having good character and being able to push through the hard times. And maybe you're going to gain some fortitude when you sit in silence. So let me grab my dictionary just a second. Okay, classic Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary. This is how we learned, if there's any young people on this channel, this is how we learned back in the day. God, I can't believe I'm saying that. I bet you know what? I don't know that my 13-year-old knows how to use a dictionary. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Oh no, I forgot my mic. We don't do edits on here, people. We just keep it rolling, so. All right. Fortitude. Fortuity just jumped out at me. Occurring. Ooh, which is fortuity jumped out at me, which is the quality or state of being fortuitous, a chance event or occurrence, and fortuitous is fortunate, lucky, right? Occurring by chance. I like the way this reading is going. All right, stay on track, Joy. Fortitude. Strength of mind that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with courage. Strength. So I was right there with it when I said it's character. It's the quality of your character. It's your resiliency. Wow. So have no fear. have no fear, because you sit in silence and you're able to develop the fortitude that it takes to persevere through whatever challenge you're going through right now. Oh, I love it. Talk to me, Spirit. What else does... I'm here. I just heard draw tarot now. Okay. So I want to use this other tarot deck, the Radiant Tarot. It's so beautiful with the sunshine cards. Let me just give it a little shuffle real quick. Spirit, what message do you want the collective to be aware of? I got the High Priestess on the split. Okay, talk about fortitude. The High Priestess, quite resilient, quite, ooh, it feels regal, like a master of skills. That's what you're unlocking. Oh, that was fast. 7 of Wands, 3 cards. I just heard 3 cards. That was the first one. What? Oh man, no. I'm okay. I just heard pick the 2 from what you see. The Fool and Judgment. A whole bunch popped out, but I only heard pick the 2 that you see, and those 2 were popping out to me. So the Fool and Judgment. Now the Fool is a very lighthearted energy. I'm noticing, and I've got the 7 of Wands here too, but I'm being called to read the Fool first. So this is very whimsical. This is very whimsical energy, and she's not aware, right? It's this little girl with a very colorful outfit, spinning some rings, you know, there's a bird on her head, maybe. Oh, and it's making a nest. Huh. Almost like her ideas are taking flight, but she's so preoccupied spinning these, can you see? Spinning these little rings, and there's a map behind her. So, you know, living in the fantasy, right? That she's not aware that there's a snake in the corner and she's walking right towards him. And we had Judgment come out right behind it. So the Judgment, that colorful, look at this colorful like dress that she's wearing, and look at these colorful wings. So the ideas are going to take flight and transform and shift, like shifting forms. How does she get away from the snake? Well, she realizes, wow, I just recognized there's like an egg behind her, and there's a white boulder here. So she's going to have to break free, get off the ground to get away from the snake by using what she already has to create those wings. Look at that. She literally rags to riches. She looks stunning and fresh and new, and she's being lifted up. Her feet are floating here above those plants. Excuse Smokey, the kitty. He wants to come in. Maybe I'll let him in. Maybe he'll join the reading. Ooh, maybe he's got something to bring into this reading. Just a sec. Okay, we're back. We'll see if he jumps up here. Hey, buddy. You want to come say hi? Come on. Say hi. Say hi. This is Smokey. We got him a year ago. Go ahead. And he has been an integral part of our family ever since. We weren't allowed to have pets growing up, so he's the first. Can you keep your tail out of the camera, please? Okay. And rabbits are a sign of luck too. So we've got the fortitude coming out, which, fortuity, right? A lucky break. Fortitude, the resiliency, the strength of mind to overcome hard situations, right? To take you from rags to riches, to get whatever you're creating, these wheels that you feel like you've been spinning, right? These little circles, get it off the ground. Allow that egg to crack open, whatever you've been working on, whatever, now this might be an idea or a project or trying something in a different way, whether that's in your family life or in your professional life, in your career. Try something a different way. Use what you have. Recognize that, wow, okay, it might be rags, but what if I can transform this into something beautiful, into something that will lift me up and out of harm's way, right? And there's luck. You might not be aware, right? She doesn't even look like she's aware of this rabbit. She's just like, oh, lift me up. I trust that these wings are going to take me where I need to go, and now I'm up out of danger's way. Interesting. Now, Seven of Wands, I'm going to look up in the book. I'm not... Spirit, do you want me to say anything about Seven of Wands? Can we clarify that? I'm noticing, before I look it up in the book, I'm noticing the Seven of Wands are surrounding this symbol with the eye on it. And what's, if anyone knows the meaning of this symbol, I know this is, it's the lotus flower. Is that the symbol of oneness or peace? I don't know what technically what this symbol stands for, but I'm just noticing the eye, and there's a lotus flower at the bottom here, and lotus flowers come out of the mud. So this is going along with that rags to riches theme. These seven wands are, that's the hard work that you put in, right? So you might get those beautiful wings, but you might have to craft them out of those rags, right, that she's wearing. There is a process. There is a process you're going to have to go through. You're going to have to put the work in, right, with those seven wands. But look what it's going to bring you. This beautiful flower growing up out of the mud, because you're keeping your eye on where you want to go, right? We're looking up. We're not looking back. She's not looking down at the snake. She's not looking down at the rabbit, waiting for a lucky break, right? They're not obsessing over fear or chance or luck, even though with fortuity coming out earlier, you just might get some, Smokey, you just might get some luck. But that's not going to be your focus. You're not sitting around waiting for a lucky break. You're going to put the work in. The Seven of Wands. Let's look it up. And this is, you might not know how to do this, but the how is not your job. Wow, he knocked over the entire stack except for Cleanse Your Energy, which was a card I channeled from a while ago. So maybe cleanse your energy. You can say whatever the God of your understanding is, right? You can just say a prayer, and however you like to pray. If you're not religious, then you can, just call for divine guidance. Okay, Seven of Wands. Meaning perseverance, courage, triumph. Yeah, that's what I thought. Persevere. You're going to triumph. You're going to come up out of the mud. You're going to create something beautiful. Oh my gosh, is that another? There's a white lotus flower over her head. Is it going to focus? You see that? So you start in the mud and you put the work in and you transform these rags into something absolutely stunning. You're going to take flight. You're going to take flight. Starts with silence. Starts with cleansing your energy. Spirit, can we get any guidance on the how. Where should the collective be putting work in for these Seven of Wands? How do they start making those butterfly wings from those rags that they might have? Magician with magic. Now, whether you believe in literal magic or not, it's fine. That's your personal belief. But the magician, right, the energy of the magician is like, you can just create something out of nothing. And you don't have nothing. You have beautiful, like, they're rags, but they're still pretty. They're colorful. So maybe the magic is, ooh, and look at this fire coming up. This is, if you're familiar with the chakras, this looks like this is coming from, well, it's on the table, but it's in line with him, and it looks like a Kundalini awakening of the chakras starting down at the root or the sacral there. So this almost feels like your internal fire, your passion for what you're doing is the magic. That's the magic. Like he's got a cup here, he's got a sword, he's got a wand, he's got a pentacle. So he's got all these different things going on, right? But if you look at his hands, oh, and he's not focused on any of those things either. Those material items. It's like he's commanding them like this. He knows that the fire is inside him. That's what's doing the magic. He's barely touching that wand, and his other hand isn't grasping anything. So he's like, yes, I have all these things, but I know that the magic, the fire, the how is going to be revealed as long as I align and step into my own internal passion. The passion for what I'm doing, the passion for what he's doing here is the magic. That fire just came out of nowhere. Well, it didn't come out of nowhere. It came from him. That's his own internal, his internal light, his energy that he's bringing up out of him. What else came out here? The Ace of Wands. It's a new beginning, right? Yeah, look at it. Look at the sunshine behind this one. Just grab the wand and go for it. Just start building. So this one wand, there's a hand right there. You have to grab it, and immediately it starts to bloom. Why? Because there's sun behind it, right? We need sun for growth. Sunshine meaning, your internal flame, right? So we've got his internal flame, got the sunshine here, right? He's lightly grasping the wand. This hand has a better grip on it. And what happens when you get a better grip on it? Life, growth. That's what happens. And then quickly turning into a page. This page looks really kind of cocky. Look, I got my new break, and I got my wand here. He's just posing with the wand. Look at what I've done. Okay, but he's still a page, right? So he's got the courage, right? Leo, isn't this Leo season? No, not yet. It's Cancer season. Duh, I'm a Cancer. Leo season coming up. I'm not that well versed in astrology, but right, this Leo is just sitting there like, I've got my wand. Look at what I'm going to do. Almost like he's saying, I'm ready for this journey. You see that long road? He knows there's a long road ahead of him. And he looks like he's got that youthful, yeah, I'm ready. I'm not tired. I'm ready to start the journey. Look at this one. He's got one, and he's going to build some more. Nice. Okay, so what's some tangible advice for the collective? Maybe they don't know where to start first. That's why there's silence. They need to sit in silence. Okay. Cleanse your energy, sit in silence. Know that through fortitude, you're going to get through it. You're going to avoid that snake because you're going to reach into the mud, grab that wand, start nurturing it, nourishing it, allowing it to grow, allowing it to prosper. Use what you have, right? Tap into your own passion for whatever you're doing. So align to your passion, right? And it's going to take you on a journey. That wand is going to bring you to the other wands. And all of a sudden you have 7 wands and then you have beautiful flowers coming out, right? And then all of a sudden you're the butterfly. The judgment card. What's the judgment? Who's under judgment? You are. Your ability to ignite your own fire. Your ability to move away from fear. That's what's under judgment. Your ability to make what you can into something beautiful instead of sitting around waiting for luck. Because when you go ahead and create, boom, then the luck just shows up out of nowhere. There's something with this white egg and this white rock. It's almost as if she's spinning these wheels, right? Or these circles. Do-do-do. And she's waiting, you know, maybe waiting for this egg to hatch. That could be a message because there's a bird nest on top of her head. And it's empty, but there's a big egg there. So maybe she's sitting around waiting for this egg to hatch, like, all right, I'll just carry this bird nest on my head because this egg is too big to sit in there. And this bird's ready to take flight. And it's not until she takes things into her own hands and begins to assemble things and then realizes, oh, I didn't need to sit around and wait because that wasn't an egg, that was a rock the whole time. And I'm sitting there watching it, waiting for it, spinning rings around in circles, the fool, you know? Now I know sometimes the fool energy is interpreted just as something new and young and fresh, but this is that. This is also don't be the fool by sitting there spinning in circles, waiting for something to hatch that is not meant to hatch for you because it's actually a rock. It's actually a boulder. It's actually maybe a stepping stone, you know, stepping on that to then rise higher. Because it's still, you know, a rock isn't going to hatch. So it's a good thing she didn't sit there spinning the rings, waiting for this, what she thought was the egg, to hatch the whole time. Create your own beauty. Create your own beauty in life. Don't sit around and wait. That's what I've learned for sure. Still learning it right now. So, okay, final message. From the cards that just spilled out, this caught my eye. Get into nature. This is going to help you. This goes along with the silence and the cleanse your energy. Part of cleansing your energy is getting into nature. Maybe a social media detox, just a detox from blue light, from screens, from atmospheres that feel very stuck, that don't allow for this new energy and new ideas, that don't allow your inner magic, your inner flame, your passion, for whatever project it is or for whatever direction you want to go in life. Maybe your environment isn't conducive to that. So get out into nature, in silence. Clarity will come through on the specifics of what to do next. And align your chakras was also popping out. that was in my hand when I picked up the other one, which goes right along with what I was saying about the Kundalini awakening. So get aligned and look for the beauty and the color wherever you are, and form it and shape it into something new, something that serves you. Final message, Spirit. I think this is it. I think that's today's message. Any last bit of advice for today? Oh, the Six of Pentacles. So Pentacles is wealth coming in. Oh, and look at these. What are these? Irises? Oh, so beautiful. That's your future position. That's what happens when you align. You get abundance. It comes in. And it's solid. You know? You've got something beautiful growing in the middle, and it's surrounded on all sides by a solid fortress of pentacles. It's boxed in. It's not going anywhere. This new growth, this new phase that you are going to create by aligning your soul's passion, by aligning your chakras, by taking the action, this is what it's going to bring. What a beautiful message. I love it. All right, that's it for today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. I will show up for you daily with some channeled messages, a little bit of tarot, maybe a little bit of oracle readings, or whatever I am inspired to bring through to you by Spirit that day. But that's it for now. Peace out, world.